You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. It's time to get it moving, y'all. Step up your game. You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. Motivate.
Get up and keep moving.
Celebrate.
This life is no illusion.
Demonstrate
the skills you've been using.
And everybody get up and get up.
And welcome back to yet another review by Zombill. In today's review, we're going to take a look at Kuro Concepts Coilers. Now, I am going to have a website posted here and some more information on how you can get to these, as well as probably other places that you can pick them up from down in the description box towards the end of the video. But for now, we're just going to go down to the table and we're going to check these out up close and personal. But before I start, I must point out I did receive these free of charge for purpose of conducting a review, but my opinion of the product will remain true, honest, and accurate as always. Okay, so here are the Kuro Concepts Coilers, and you have three of them. One is blue, one is red, one is purple. The blue one is called the CW20, and it makes 2mm width coils. Okay, the red one, the CW25, makes 2.6mm coils, and the CW30, the purple, makes 3mm coils. And basically, you're wrapping your wire around this and using the top cap as a guide of sorts to make perfect wraps. Alright? Now, hole number 1 on the top cap here, see where the screw is, there's two holes. There's a hole number 1 and there's a hole number 2. Now, hole number 1 is for use of a 28 to 26 gauge wire. I'm going to switch this over to hole number 1, as we're going to use it to make a 2mm coil using 26 gauge wire. Now we'll put that down there for a second and we will grab our test wire. Now this is some 26 gauge camphor, and you'll see that on your coiler bar there is a hole that sits right next to it. Let's see if I can't get that to focus any better. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this wire through that hole. And the wire comes out the other hole there that's on the side of the coiler. Now we hold that down and we take and we position the wire like so. You take the top cap, you put it on right about there, and we're gonna go for 10 wraps. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, just hold the wire, pull that off, And what we do is then we're going to slide the wire out, and we're going to reposition it back on the coil from the other side. Now once we've done that, we just take and we slide back the thing here, the top cap, and we just give a little straight turn. Just a little turn. Not much, just a little bit. And that is going to straighten that coil out and make it look perfect. The perfect 10 wrap coil. Very lovely. Now, hole number 2 on these are meant for the thicker gauge wire, such as 20 gauge to 24 gauge. And here you see I've already got this one set up for hole number 2. So we're going to take and make a 2.6 millimeter coil with some 20 gauge wire. So let's find that hole. We'll slide it through the coiler like so, and position that. Then we'll take our top cap and we're going to give this a we're going to give it 6 wraps. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, we're going to pull the coil out like we did before. It's a little bit harder this time because we're working with thicker gauge wire. Okay, now we've got that out. So when we reposition it, like we did before, then we're going to take that top cap, we're going to put it back on, and we're going to turn it over, and we're going to straighten it out. Making the perfect 2.6 microcoil with 20 gauge wire. Very lovely. Now, the purple is meant for the 3 millimeter coils that you want to do, because that's the CW30. Now, what I like to do with the CW30 is I like to do that. I like to make my parallel coils with my CW30. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this 26 gauge that I have set up here. You can see I have it started for parallel coil. That's 2 wires. We're going to take and slip that through the hole, just like so. Then we're going to pull this over to get it started. Make sure it's on there good and right. Then we'll take the top cap. We're still going to use position number 1 to do this. And we're going to go with, we're going to go 10 wraps. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to hold that wire back, take the top cap off, then we're going to pull this out like we always do. We're going to take and turn this around, reposition this on here like we did with the last two. Then we're going to take our top cap, put it back on. Then we're going to bring it over just a hair. Okay, and we're back. Main camera view. So, I really, really, really love these. These make coiling so much easy. Well, I should say so much easier. And, you know, the fact that we have different options with these. Oh, plus the one thing that I forgot to mention. And I don't have an Allen key to be able to do this. So it's something I'm going to have to look into buying as an Allen key set. But if you want to take and remove these coiler bars, you can put an Allen key right down into the hole that your wire comes up out of, and that's where the coiler bar is actually locked. Okay, so the coiler bars are removable. So if you need to remove them, like when you're inserting the coil into a device, so that, I don't know, you don't mess up the coil or something like that, it's possible to unlock these and to take them out and then put them back in, lock them back down. Just, I think it's like a simple 1-2 twist to unlock it with an Allen key. So, with that in mind, the two coils that I made earlier, right here, you can see them for yourself. I hope I don't drip juice all over the place. But those are my two dual parallel microcoils with a 26-inch gauge. Those are 10 wraps, and the resistance comes out to be 0.24. And I've got this on my Taylor Regutator. It's his newest box mod that he makes. It's Taylor, what is it? Taylor Made Mods, I think, is the name of his company. But you can see there, they're working perfect. So it's nice to be able to have those coilers to do setups like these, you know, for, I guess, coil porn. I mean, because you could, in essence, make a lot of different style coils with this. And I'm sure that there's a way, I just haven't figured it out yet, on how to just take one strand of wire, start off with a coil on one side, work that through, and then take your Kuro Concepts coiler and then make a perfect coil on the other side instead of having to do it with like a precision tool. So, you know what? Kuro Concepts coilers, they are precision tools in my opinion because they are that great of quality. Now, the one thing that I don't know right now is what the material is of these, what the coilers are housed in. My guess would be either a really high grade plastic or tungsten steel. If I find out information about what these are made out of before I edit and post the review, I will put that information right here on the screen as I'm talking about it. And with that, there you have it, my peeps. That's the Kuro Concepts Coilers, which that's my favorite of the three right there. And, you know, with perfect coils comes perfect vapes. Lovely. So I gotta give major props to the owner of Kuro Concepts for coming up with these, and I'd like to send out a personal thank you for sending these on to me, especially right before the holidays. I greatly appreciate that, as I did receive these free of charge for purpose of review. Now, if you fancy trying one of these out for yourselves, you can go along to, I guess if Kuro Concepts doesn't have a website yet, which, let me see. I might be jumping the gun here a little bit. Ah, they do. So it's kuroconcepts.com, plus wholesalers, vendors, and resellers. If you're looking to get a hold of them to carry this product in your store, I will put some contact, wrong side, I'll put some contact information right here on how you can get a hold of them. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to my YouTube. And as always, my peeps and peepettes, happy holidays and happy week.